everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of discovering our purpose as we listen to our lives. So, how are things going? Have you been able to discover your purpose? If not, don't worry about it. We have got a lot to talk about, a lot to uncover on this journey. And so don't worry about it if you haven't. But what I do want you to do is take notes so that you can compare where you were as when we first started this journey to where you are now. And I just know that at the end of this journey, you will discover your purpose. Today, I want to sort of stray away from what I've been giving you to look for as you listen to your life. And I want to take another road. I want to talk about what not to do as you listen to your life. But first, before we get started, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sylvia Duncan. I am your life detox coach. I help people clear the clutter from their past to live a life that is happy and whole. And you can find out more about me by visiting my website at www.sylviaduncan.com. So, today I want to talk to you about what not to do as you're listening to your life. It was Earl Nightingale. I love listening to the teachings of Earl Nightingale. He has gone on to be with the Lord, but I love listening to his teachings. But there was one I was listening to where Earl Nightingale said that what is wrong with people that they're not coming into what it is, and I'm paraphrasing, what it is that they aspire to do, that they want to do, and then he said, it is because they have conformed, right? They have conformed. They've become like everyone else. So, what I don't want you to do as you listen to your life is I don't want you to start comparing yourself to others because the only thing that'll come out of that is you will probably start to mimic them. And by doing that, you'll be conforming, maybe unknowingly, but you'll be conforming. So what I want you to do is don't listen, don't compare yourself to others. I want you to celebrate others. I want you to congratulate others and be happy for others because the word tells us to do that, that we are to be joyful when our brother is joyful. But I don't want you to compare yourself because the journey that God has for you is for you. It is not for anyone else. Your journey is going to take on a different look. It is going to take a different road because God says the plans I have for you are plans for good, not bad, plans to give you hope. And those plans are actually credited or actually created specifically for you. He said, I knew you before you were even formed in your mother's womb. I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. He knew Sylvia before she was formed in her mother's womb. And so what he had for me is for me. And what he has for you is for you. So I want you to be very careful as you listen to your life. I want you to take your eyes off others and put them on the only one, the author and finisher of your faith, the only one who can show you what his plan is for your life. So I don't want you to try to mimic because that is exactly what will happen when you start to compare yourself to others. Believe it or not, you'll start to mimic them. You'll start to believe that if you did what they did, then you will have the success that they have. Well, God may not call you to do what they do. He may call you to take another road. Remember, his ways are not our ways, nor are his thoughts our thoughts. And so you've got to connect to the one who can show you exactly what road to take and when to take it. So that is my point for you today. I want you to be very careful. And so as you're listening to your life, check yourself. Are you mimicking someone else? If you are more than likely conforming. And if you conform, according to Earl Nightingale, you'll never come into what it is that you were created to come into. So that's it for today. I want you to take out your journals and I want you to journal. I want you to really get quiet and ask yourself, have I, have I begun to mimic someone else? Am I comparing myself to others? If you are, I want you to write how you're doing it. I want you to be honest with you. I want you to write why you're doing it. I want you to even write when you're doing it. And then I want you to say to yourself, how can you change this? And then I want you to write, how can you change this? Because ultimately, the goal is to get you to your purpose, not someone else's, but your purpose, right? So until next time, keep living with purpose, on purpose, and have a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next week. Grace and peace.